Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to do a quick video on Victor and Emily from the Corpse Bride. I do a little dual review because they're basically meant to be together. Victor and Emily are sold at Spirit this year. Emily, you can find her in stores for, I believe, 300 American. And Victor, if you're lucky, you can find him for $279.99. I don't know what they're doing with Victor this year, rollout-wise. He's already sold out on the website, but Emily isn't somehow. And I know people have bought Emily more than they bought Victor. And a lot of stores just aren't getting Victor. And the stores that do get him get like one in stock, and that one just goes straight up on the ISE. Or if they're lucky, they'll get. I have not seen a store get more than two Victors. And we're talking one on display, one on the floor. So I guess they kind of anticipated and knew he wouldn't sell as well as Emily. And the only people who would buy him are people who have Emily. Like the activation cable to make them talk together, he doesn't come with it, only she does. Which is telling, right? Because they know that people are going to buy Emily before they buy Victor or buy him at the same time. Because, like, just imagine it, right? Like, I like Victor, and I'm already getting into the cons of the props, and there really isn't many. They are amazing. I'm going to compare them to Jack and Sally because they're the only other movie, like, Tim Burton animated couple that I can think of that have been put into animatronic form, and I think these guys beat Jack and Sally, honestly. If old Jemmy made Jack and Sally, it'd be a different story, but I think that these guys are built better than Jack and Sally. I think their movements are better than Jack and Sally. I think the dialogue is better than Jack and Sally, and I just think they overall look like Jack and Sally look good, but these guys look like Emily's head's a little bit bigger because they had to fit all the mechanisms inside, which is fine. So her head's a little bit fatter than it is in the movie, but you really can't tell. Victor looks identical to the movie. Like, it is actually scary. It is uncanny how like good he looks. Seriously. And the proportions, I thought they looked a little bit janky with the long arms and stuff, but no, he looks perfect. He looks like he's straight out of the movie. I love both of them very much. But yeah, that is probably going to be a con. The only con I can think of is Emily can be displayed by herself and should be amazing. Victor cannot. If you put up just Victor on your front porch, I think people would wonder what you're doing. I don't think he'd be recognized just by himself unless it's an actual Corpse Bride fan. And all his dialogue, that's another con, I guess, is even Emily displaying her by herself, their dialogue doesn't change when they activate together. They have the same set dialogue. All that happens so the way you do it is you unplug their sensors and you plug in a USB cable to Emily and to Victor on their control boxes. You can actually kind of see it a little bit right there. It's hanging by their feet. It's got good range too, so you can separate them if you wanted. It's a long cord. But that's the one con I can mainly think of is just you can't really, like you can, but especially with Emily, you'll get away with it, but not with Victor. Their dialogue doesn't change when they're by themselves compared with when they're activating together. All it does is you unplug their sensors and you plug in that cord, and Victor will talk and then Emily will talk, and then Victor will talk and then Emily will talk, and their dialogue fits together, and it's supposed to be like they're talking together. So to get the full effect, you do have to buy both of them, and that's another con because they're sold separately. I would have much rather, let's say they came in a giant box and it was $600 and you got both, I think that would have been a lot better than buying them both separately for $300 each, but it is what it is. Spirit made a decision, and personally, they're my favorites of the year. They don't fit the theme at all. I think they should have had their own little side theme in the decor section, like Jack and Sally had, with maybe like the show you the boxes while I'm on it. Maybe with like a little backdrop, kind of like that, and they stood in front of it. I think that would have looked a lot better than the stage and the ISE. But regardless, here's their boxes also, by the way. I really, really like the art style on their boxes. It just gives you a description of what they do, that kind of thing. They have the exact same movement, except Emily turns that way and Victor turns that way. So that's why I have them like that, because I'll do a demo right now and I'll show you. They actually turn to each other and look. It's honestly kind of freaky. They turn to each other, look each other up and down, talk. I really, really like these guys. I'm ridiculously blown away. My first impressions where I saw Spirits line up and I said, okay, Victor and Emily are definitely the must-haves for this year, but even they kind of bore me. And seeing them in person, seeing how detailed and good they look, no complaints at all, except for like I said, the only cons I can think of is Victor cannot be displayed by himself. Like, I guess he can I don't want to insult you. Like, if you watch The Corpse Bride and Victor's your favorite character and you just want Victor, like, go for it. But a lot of people won't get it. And he's not scary, and he's not even really, like, he's kind of looks Halloween-y, but he doesn't, like, it would look weird having just Victor on your porch on Halloween night. But having the two of them together, like having Emily by herself, aside from the dialogue, which is her talking to Victor who isn't there, it'd be fine. But Victor cannot, like, I would not display Victor by himself at all. I would, if you have Victor, I would bite the bullet and I would get Emily, because it's so much better having the two of them talk. Anyways, I'll do a demo right now. It's going to be a long one because they don't stop. When they're hooked up together, they run through their entire cycle of phrases. So I will just let that play and you guys can watch that.
With this candle, I will light your way in darkness. With this ring, I ask you to be mine.
I do. You may kiss the bride.
With this hand, I will lift your sorrow. Your cup will never empty, for I will be your wine.
This is wrong. I was a bride. My dreams were taken from me. But now I've stolen them from someone else. I love you, Victor. But you are not mine.
Wait. I made a promise.
You kept your promise. You set me free. Now I can do the same for you.
Well, there you go, guys. That's Victor and Emily from Spirit Halloween 2024. I highly, highly recommend getting both of them. If you're going to get any animatronics this year, I would get the pair of these two if you see them in stores. They are selling decently fast, and they are absolutely worth it. Like, absolutely. They're not ridiculously priced. Like, last year, the movie props are getting a bit ridiculous. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I love the Martian Warrior, and Slim is pretty good as well, but $400 each for those guys was ridiculous. I think $279 would have been perfect for the pair, but of course, Victor's cheaper than Emily, because I'm going back to it. They know nobody's going to buy Victor separately. They're buying Victor as an add-on for Emily. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a bit long, but they don't stop talking, and neither do I. So, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys like Victor and Emily as much as I do, because they are genuinely my favorites of the year. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.